Alright guys, here is my first playthrough. Here's the little team I have set up here. Honestly, I wouldn't even use many of these except for Grasshopper and maybe super early game, this Defender and this Arbiter, but well, Arbiter later game, yeah, but okay, here we go. So let's go in. Right now I'm sitting at an ELO or a score of about 1006. So we'll see how I can start here. Now, early game is important, but also you don't need to be too worried. So if I go in here and I start losing right away, I don't think it's going to matter too much. I'm not that scared. Alright, so here we have, I know this is a multi-hitter, and I'll get a defender here. I do have 2 more gold, but I'm not going to worry about these guys. Right now all I need is somebody to be able to hit the board. So if you click on this, you can see deals massive agility damage to 6 enemies. And now if you look over in the store here, one thing that I have turned on usually on mobile is this button here. So this will allow you to click on a character and it'll tell you about it before you buy, instead of just buying. Now it does look like I killed those skeletons really quickly. Okay, so as we're going through these early rounds, I'm going to kind of tell you what's going through my head here. Actually, I'll tell you throughout the entire thing. So here you can see I won the round, so I got +1, and I had a +1 for the round itself, which is the default amount. I have 30 seconds here to make a decision. So here are my initial trophies. I think I kind of told you in the first video that Power Seal is one of my favorites. Yes, I could go with Goblin Alliance. I could go with Undead Alliance, but what if I don't have those in my team later? Then that's wasted. This is an automatic 20% to everybody. Select that, come here. Alright, one thing you'll notice here is you see this little blue fire here. That means I already have those guys on my team. So maybe we just go ahead and purchase them, because if you remember, we can combine these into a 2-star if we get 3 of the same character here. So looks like this is handled pretty well. Sometimes I lose to Sirius here, but usually not with a defender unit in front that's going to block. And that's just because sometimes the RNG sucks and you don't take out Sirius in the middle and then he ends up killing your team. Again, even if I lost this one, I would not be worried. Alright, I'm not getting my 7 gold, which is one of my favorite ones early here, which is unfortunate because I like to level up fast. So I'm determining between these. Human, I mean, if I get, I don't know which one I'm going to get later. I'm going to go Elven just because I feel like they have more multi-hitters. Let's go ahead and look to see what I have here. I got some more assassins. So if I do that, let me see, I have a 2-star here. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her out, throw her away, and now I have 4. I'm also going to do that and throw her away, which gives me 5. Why did I do that? Well, I want to be able to level up. If I spend 5 gold here, I get 5 experience, which puts me almost to level 5. What's going to happen after this match? I'm going to get 1 more experience. I'm going to be on level 5. If I look at everyone else, I'm already ahead, except for this guy here. Seems to have a similar strategy. But I'm going to be level 5, so it's going to give me a chance to pull heroes from a higher tier. Let's see if I got lucky. Okay. You get an additional lance. Your insects get the ability to cast curses on opponents and reduce their characteristics. I'm hoping to get a grasshopper later, which is an insect. And honestly, reduce their characteristics is going to be huge. So to me, I don't get this option a lot, but to me, I'm just going to go ahead and pick that one just because it feels really good. Here's a buffer. All right. I know that I can quickly throw a buffer in here, no problem. And yes, I have some things going on here. I don't have a great multi-hitter. I mean, I have a goblin, and it works, but it's only 6 characters, not like Ina who can hit everybody, right? And so this person's already, it seems like they're a little ahead of me, but I do have my defender, which stops anything except for a multi-hit, or a whole team hit, I guess I should say. I still have 3 left here. I'm going to go ahead and buy her. But so this is one of the cases where, you know, I'm coming into round 5. I'm coming into almost my first rarity round, and I don't have somebody that I really want to keep around for a while. I do have a couple of defenders here and a buffer. But this guy, I really don't want to put any rarities on him. It just doesn't seem very worth it. That's okay. Let's come in here. Shaw. Yeah, doesn't quite. I'm just going to go ahead and level up again. I'm going to hope that next round I will. I might. Yeah, I'm hoping that next round I'll get lucky and I'll pull a tier 3 champion. So that's what I'm kind of looking for here. I want to get a 6 gold cost champion early. If I can get one of those, I will be set for a while. For about, I don't know, 6 or 7 rounds while I rarefy them. One thing to note here is positioning does matter. I didn't think it mattered in this version of the whole auto chess era, but it does. And the units that you put on the front line here, closest to your opponent, I know mobile is up and down as opposed to left and right, but the characters you put here are going to try to get hit, or are most likely going to get hit first. Oh, this is huge. This is my absolute favorite trophy here. The cost of experience is reduced by 1. You saw I've leveled up twice. I used 10 gold for that. If I had had this, it would have been 8 gold, which is huge early game. I did not get lucky. I'm going to go ahead and roll once and see if I get lucky. No, I got another assassin and a buffer, so unfortunately I'm going to have... I'm going to try to do this real quick. I don't think I'm going to sell. No! So I screwed up here. I do want to rarefy my goblin because it is my only multi-hitter at the moment. My problem here is that I wanted to get rid of my defender, because if you know the rarity rules, your lowest 3 are going to be offered up to get the rarity. And since this is the first round where it is offered, I could have screwed myself and I might be only offered my res here, my buffer, and my defender, and I don't want to keep my defender around. So hopefully I get lucky enough and it's my goblin. That's my goal. That's my goal early, is to only have 3 different heroes. If you have 4, then it's always going to pick the 3 weakest to offer the rarity for. I'm already not off to a great start. Oh, awesome. So I did get my goblin. So that's kind of huge for me because I screwed up there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw another goblin out here, throw a buffer and a reser. Put my reser at the back. Move my goblins up a little and put this one here. So these buffers should get hit first, and then these, well, hopefully these goblins. And then they'll target this guy with my reser in the back. The only time that that doesn't happen is if they have multi-hitters. If they have a whole team hitter, obviously your whole team's going to get hit. I was talking too much there and I missed my chance to look here, but it doesn't look like I missed anything. 94 gold, or sorry, 11 gold and 94 health. I'm struggling here because I don't. They have a secret that this guy's going to wreck me every single time, and already has 1 rarity on it. So I'm behind, but I'm not going to worry too much. I'm in 4th place. A couple of people are level 5. I'm level 6, and this person's level 6. So I'm a little ahead on being able to pull from a higher tier list for heroes. I don't know if not everybody knows, if you click on another person, you can go and watch them finish their battle, although that one just ended, so I couldn't get into it to see, but you can watch to see what they're battling. Alright, so thinking here, choose your hero. I'll always be offered these 3 as long as these are the only 3 different heroes I have on there. And you'll notice that my goblin, I have 3 on the board, but it's going to always up the rarity of my highest goblin here. I could pick up Zrak, but it's only a 2 cost. So what I'm going to do here, 17, I'm just going to throw... I don't want to... If I have 10, then I get an additional 1 for interest, but I'm just going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and level, which puts me at level 7. I'm really pushing to get a higher tier character out here. This guy looks to be going for the goblin build, which I didn't get any trophies even offered for, and it just wrecked me. Yeah, that's what he's got. He's got the goblin build, so I definitely need a whole team hitter, or this guy's gonna wreck me later too. So it's important to kind of scout your opponents if you can, but really just focus on yourself. Don't worry about everybody. I mean, this guy's at 100, this guy's at 79. I'm not worried about them too much. I do kind of peek at their levels from time to time. I'm at level 7, so I'm way ahead of a lot of these guys. And me having to only spend 4 to level up each time is also a big bonus for me. Alright, so now I'm going to quickly get rid of my goblins. Actually, I can keep them for a little bit. So I'm going to grab this secret, and I'm going to put her out here. I'm going to try to put her at the back. She has a whole team hitter, right? She's one of the best ones because she has 120% wisdom hit here. I'm going to keep this guy around, and I know some of you might be thinking, well, hey, you have 4 guys out here. How are you going to guarantee that she gets offered up in the rarity? Well, that's because my goblin is a higher rarity than her. So I'm not going to worry. I'm going to leave him out here. I'm going to leave these guys out here so that way they're a little fodder. As long as they don't do a full team hit, maybe they'll concentrate on these lower tier guys. Or, yeah, lower tier guys, that's right. And I can, keep my big hitter around, but she didn't stay. But that's okay. I got my Reser, right? So another buff coming out. I got my Reser, and see what happens. Their whole team hit. We got more guys coming back up, so that's good. I don't often play with a Reser, so this will be fun for me. And I only have what I guess I have 2 buffers right now, which is good. All right, so now I got +1 for winning the battle and +5 just in general. All right, now I can start turning it on. So she's going to start getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I'm unfortunately going to miss my round 12 legendary, but that's okay. Man, getting some trolls and summons 2 goblins. I would really like to go that route, but I just don't have any trophies to support it. I would go ahead and up his rarity, but I'm not going to keep him around. And having an extra person for them to focus their fire on, if it's a single attack, is better for me than to combine them into a 2-star. I'm not against the player. You see here, it's anytime now I'm every 5 rounds, I'm going to be facing an NPC, and this is going to hurt and possibly lose. Oh, super lucky. And oh, it's a draw. But that's okay. I'm not going to lose any health. I won't get the win gold, but I don't lose any health there. That's unfortunate. But I got pretty lucky. So what am I thinking about now? Now I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to rare after this one because I'm going to be offered a trophy. Next round, see Tavern, refreshing list of heroes. So it's another really good one. And I'm actually going to do this instead of the improving trophies. So now I can do a lot of searching for a lot cheaper than other people. I can level up fast, and I can roll for a new hero with only 1 gold instead of 2. To me, that's huge. I could grab this buffer, but you see the red fire around him? That means he's going to be combined, right? So right now I'm getting plus 30%, 15 for each character. If I combine them, yeah, he will be a slightly stronger, but I'm not worried about how much damage he does. I'm worried about the buffs that he gives. So I'm going to leave him here. Now I'm going to purchase it because the match has started, and I'm going to hope that I can find another one of him or more before the next round. Okay, so this guy looks like, wow, he's got a really strong team. However, unless he's doing what I'm planning on doing, which is to get rid of one of his characters when his Dakot gets as high as his Ina, then he's going to be in trouble. Well, not, I guess not in trouble, but he's not going to get his Dakot up for 2 more rounds. I'm not explaining myself well there. He had 2 different kinds of buffers out there, right? He had 1 buffer and then a different hero that was a buffer. So that's 2 characters he's got to think about for the low. And he's also got his 2 multi-hitters. Alright, so 1 more level up here, I think, and then I can get rid of my assassin. Alright, I do have him. Oh, perfect. So now I get these 2 guys. And yet, clicking the purchase does take a little longer. I'm going to get rid of one of my hitters, and buffing is going to be way more important. Up here on the left, I didn't explain this. This is your current level, and this is your current experience, and this is your experience needed to get to the next level. So I need to get enough to hit level 8. If you do notice, I have 29 gold. So even if I win, I'm only going to get 2 extra gold as interest. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and level. There's no reason for me to sit at 29 if I can level up, because there's no benefit for me. I could even spend all the way down to 20 if I wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to level up, and if I hit like an Ofen or any of the 4 mil characters, I'm going to quickly pick up one of them instead of leveling up my secret here. And it's just going to be better overall. All right, so now, okay, I'm trying to talk quickly. I'm not going to pick up Queen of Pain. That's not good for me. And none of this is good for me, but I'm at 35. So let's go ahead and sell these, see how much I get. You'll notice that even though they're combined 3 1-cost characters, I still get 3 back. So I lost nothing by keeping them in there. If anything, I gained. I did get rid of him because since he is the same rarity as my Secret, he's ultimately weaker. So when it's offered up next time for a rarity, my goblin would have stolen the chance. I'm going to lose this match for sure. They have a 2-star legendary Secret versus my ultra rare. So 2 rarities ahead of me. Alright, so let's go ahead here. I have 39. I'm going to go ahead. I can level up once. And I'm going to go ahead and level up twice. So I'm at 47 out of 51. People generally are not this aggressive that I have seen, that I've played against. It's round 13 and I'm level 8, right? This person that just beat me, they are level 8 too. So I'm starting to, I'm getting matched against some better players, which I like because it's just going to challenge me and make me play better. All right, one more level and then that will be maximum. I should, on the surface, be able to beat almost anybody else except for Marco. All right, round 14, so I do have another chance for rarity here. Another situation with my Bard. I'm going to go ahead. I'm at 39 gold again, so I know that I can spend some before the next round and it won't be punished. So I'm going to go ahead level up to 9. And you can see instantly if they choose to level as well. They did not. Marco did not, so I'm going to be slightly ahead there. And now after the match started, I'm going to go ahead and purchase this Bard, make him a little stronger, and hope that I can find at least 1, if not 2 more. And since I have some time here, I'm just going to go ahead and look. And I don't watch the fights every time unless it's somebody that I really want to make sure that I do well against. All right, so here's my Reser, so now I can have 2 out there. And I did make a mistake here. My mistake is that I have my dragon all the way in the back, and I want her 1 forward because I want her to be hit before my Resers, if possible. So even if she were killed, she could possibly be rezzed. So you can see now I'm starting to get a lot of gold per round, which is awesome. Now she's legendary, so to me that tells me if I go another round, like we're going against an NPC here, so a rarity will not be offered, so that's okay for me. But if I go another round after that, I could be wasting a rarity on her if I don't find another big hitter that I want. Okay, so I'm not going to purchase this because I'm not going to start rolling to see if I'm going to hit multiples of these. I don't feel the need to do that right now. And I don't know why, I just don't have that feeling. If I did like this shop of heroes, but I wanted to save more money, you can lock it. I don't know if you guys know this, you can lock it, and then it does not re-roll after this round, but I do want it to re-roll. So, this is close, okay, but I did win, and I have my Resonator, so that's good too. Alright. So, I'm not scared, but I am slightly afraid that I'm going to double rarity this. I have a lot of gold to work with, and I'm going to be over 50. I would like to stay over 50, but it's not going to happen if I want to get another one to level up. I could pick up this one. This is pretty good with my buffs, where I picked the elves, but I have a couple of other good ones here. Discounts in the tavern. It seems good, but it's just 1 gold. To me, this doesn't add up to a lot because I'm not going to purchase a lot of heroes, honestly. I am going to re-roll a lot, so that 1 gold saved there is big, and also level up a lot. So I'm just going to do this where increased damage by 1. It says by 1. I think that based on their rules, that means that it's essentially treating them as if they are um, combined. They're the next star level up. Alright, so I did get lucky here. I'm going to pick up Kael'thas. It is a cursing dragon. Not my favorite, but at least I don't feel like I'll be wasting a rarity over there. However, let's see, I'm at 55 out of 60. I'm just going to start using gold. I've got a lot. I'm going to go up to 10, and I'm going to roll a couple times. Dakat is better than this. I lost, so I got to be quick. Another secret, and Augustinus. That's what I wanted right there. I'm going to get rid of Dakat. You don't get purchased or deemed by purchasing and then selling. Oh my god, a UGX. This is huge. Alright, thank you, RNGesus. There we go. I feel really confident about winning now. Just picked up a UGX, which is, what tier is that? So if we look at rules and we go down, he was 15 cost, so he's a tier 5. That's going to dominate the tier 3s. He's going to quickly catch up to. Let me throw him out here and put these guys so they get hit first. I mean, you can already tell his combat rating is 378 to start versus Secret is 720 at legendary. That's huge. Now I'm not. I'm good again. I'm not. Oh, another buffer. Okay, got it out there in time. Okay, whole lot of talking there. Oh, I did not. Okay, that's all right. I missed the buffing chance, but that's okay. So I have these two, and I could essentially get one more bard. I do not want to go 3-star because it just is a lot. It's a waste. There's no need for your buffers to really be 3-star. It just it's taking away from your opportunity to have multiples on the board. You're combining them all into one. So instead of having, what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of having 4 on the board, you have 1. So you just lost 45% buff to all of your stats. Not good. It's just not worth it. Okay, so let's look here. 51. I did lose, unfortunately. I didn't see how much hit points I'm going to lose. So it's, I might get a little nervous at this point, but I'm not going to lose like 30 in a round. I'm just not. I feel pretty confident that I'm going to be able to keep up here. This person did similar to me, but they just didn't get aggressive enough to go up to level 10 and burn through their gold to try to be lucky and hit one of these higher tier characters. I was hoping to hit a tier 4, and I did, and then I hit a tier 5. So already this is almost as strong. It's stronger than my secret already. Doesn't do a full team hit, which is okay. But if they are running undead, I get another 50%, and I have a 30% chance for the multi-hit. Doesn't really matter left or right, I don't think, positioning-wise. Ah, wow, I got a Trask too, and an Aurora. So now, hey, I mean, these are all good characters. The Aurora, I'm kind of considering instead of my Rezer. I could sell them and get the 100%, because honestly, and again, my positioning is a little off. I should have him one line up to ensure that he gets rezzed if he dies. But again, most people play multi-hitters, like full team hits, so it doesn't matter too much. That's why I'm a huge fan of the Rezer. I think I'm ultimately going to lock this. I really like Aurora. It's 100% hit point gain. So that would have made my guy survive a little longer there. Or even I could do Green Arbiter, which guarantees the multi-hit, which you saw I did not get that there. Trying to think which one would be better here. I think my guys are going to be strong enough I could go with. What's that? He's pretty strong, right? So I think, I'm going to go with the Arbiter. Still above 30, and I'm going to sell these guys. And look at this, I've been sitting here talking and not putting my guys out there. Dummy. Okay. So so this is what I want my setup to be now. I think actually I'm going to put that one back one. And just because she's a multi-hitter, you can even put her there. It doesn't matter. I can put her here. It doesn't matter. Multi-hitter. I want to survive longer than my buffers. My buffers, they're done after they've thrown their buff out. Right. I should destroy this person. I got lucky, my green arb hit my UGX. I did get the debuff from their arbiter. That's okay. Not a huge deal because I have 3 buffs coming in. I thought I had. Oh no, that's right. I only have 3. Okay. Didn't get the multi-hit here. 50% chance didn't get it, but a UGX hit, which is big. I just need to get rid of this goblin or it could get crazy. Here it goes. Alright, so this is the disadvantage of a UGX, but this is why I'm keeping my secret. The goblin and trolls don't get that strong. I can quickly clear out the entire board with a full team hitter. So pretty happy with that result. I could have leveled up there, but it wouldn't have given me a whole lot. Alright, so you see I got 3 for winning and 3 for interest. Plus more there. Alright, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and get her 2-star. Ofan. He's really good. And I really am considering it. If I wait 1 round, I could pick him up. He can still be stronger than UGX. He just needs to get hit, smacked around a lot, right? And my chances of hitting multiple of him are higher than this UGX. So I'm going to lock it and hope. Well, I'm going to get this guy legendary. So I'm going to lock it for 2 rounds. I'm going to get him legendary because I don't get a rarefy after this round. And then I am going to, and so after level 20 or round 21, he'll be legendary, and I will pick up my Ofan there. So again, I have 10 hit points. I should be worried. I'm not that worried because if I look at everybody else, I'm way ahead now with my UGX, but he's not a full team hitter either. He could be whittled down by these guys if they picked up a weakening trophy. They could whittle him down and kill me. Maybe I should have kept my reser. I don't know. I'm not going to think about that right now. I could think about it after. Okay, so plus 12. I'm above 50 now. I'm going to start hitting my max. This is big. I could put another hero on here. Not that important. I don't even think I'm filling up my full board right now with my level anyway. This is big. 20% resistance to non-magic attacks. Yeah, it's not going to protect me from like the dragons, I don't think, but it will from just normal attacks. I'll get 20% less. Yeah, I usually always pick up those reductions there. All right, you do have to relock, so I'm gonna relock this board and hold it here and hope I win here. I hope I keep winning. So he's got pretty strong setup here, but again, earlier I said that he might be a little worried because he has 2 different buffers. So that's 2 characters that are the weakest, and now he has an Ina that's out here, and he has this guy. If he had gotten rid of one of the buffers before he picked up this elf, he would have been able to get his deck up to legendary. He didn't do that. Okay. There's dodge taking effect here, which is really hurting me. I could skip the battle, but I'm gonna keep it on here. Hopefully, so you notice what I've noticed with these multi-hits is usually the outside lines get hit first. Well, for the forward lines and then the people outside on the lines. So your center and the further back is going to be the guys that get hit last, I think. Cool. So I got 1 extra for streak, 3 for winning, 5 for interest, another 5 just for having. Or just for surviving the round. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and say yes, I'm ready. And I'm going to pick up Ofan here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to level. So I have another guy that I can concentrate on leveling up. I'm going to put him a little more forward, even though he is low level. If he gets smacked enough, I mean, if I didn't clear out the goblin board and they started focusing him, he could level up pretty quickly and get strong enough to wipe him out. if you do have somebody that's at legendary, there's no sense in selling. Like you can see right now, I am not worried about filling up my board. There's absolutely zero reason for me to fill up my board with a bunch of characters. All I'm focusing on, I have 2 guys that are some sort of buffers that I don't want to rarefy, and I have 1 person that I'm focusing my rarities on right now. The other guys are my main damage dealers. I should win this easy. There should be no reason where this Ina beats me, so I'm just going to skip it. Alright, so I win. So what am I thinking about now? I have Ofan. So really what I'm focused on is I have to survive against this guy that has beat me a number of times. I'm not really worried. This board could beat me, and that's because he has 4 buffers there, and and a Green Arbiter, and throwing it on that legendary deck that could, if he has weakening on it, he could wear me down if I don't have a multi-hits enough to wipe out his team. It's possible. It's all about RNG. But he has 0 gold. He's not in a good place right now. Stuck at level 7, not in a good place to level up. I'm getting 14 a match. Even if he wins, he's getting 8 gold a match. Whereas I'm sitting very happy. I can level up. Another UGX. That's awesome. Okay. I'm just going to grab him and throw him out there. He can be fodder in the front line. I don't care. Focus him first. And, I was going to level up 3 times, or 4 times, but I saw him, so no reason to. But I could roll again and see if I get lucky to hit the next tier, which I did not. I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, now what I'm focused on is I'm trying to get to that next tier of hero. Anytime I've been in a game, I have never seen anybody except for myself get level or tier 7 or tier 8. I've only seen myself do that in a match. Right now I do have a UGX, that's a tier 6, a tier 5. Tier 6, it's like a Macarian, I think. Tier 7, actually, you know what, I don't think I've ever got a tier 8. I've got a tier 6, which that's going to be, I'm not even positive. I think the tier 7 are the gods, and tier 8 would be like your peaches, I think. I have picked up a Zeus before, but it was so late in the game it didn't matter. I didn't even get to rarefy him at all. It was the last round. So here's another 14 gold I gained. That's awesome. Still have the streak going, so I get 1 extra gold there, 5 for my interest, and 5 just for playing and surviving. Okay, a Foimi. I've never picked up a Foimi before, but that looks very nice. It's a hard decision here. I'm in the middle of bringing Ophian up. I already have that tier with the UGX that I think is a little better as far as the 4 hit versus the 3. And so I'm not even gonna pick her up. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to hit my level up 3 times. So you can see if I hadn't picked this up, I would have spent a lot more. I would have needed 65 gold instead of 64. So I'm pretty happy with my decision and my luck to have gotten that trophy. Alright. I did say this board could beat me, so I'm a little worried here. It does look like... Ugh. Alright, UGX, time to turn it on, buddy. He did. And he bypassed these guys and hit the back line. I don't know what makes them hit the back line sometimes and sometimes not. But I got lucky, I think, there and beat him. So we can see what this guy's up to. Oh, this guy's playing against me. So if he loses, then I think he's out. So this could have been. He doesn't have weakening. If he had weakening, then he would have destroyed my guy right here. Again, he went to his metal and skipped a line. So I'm gonna beat him here too. So I beat him on both sides, so I think that he's going to take even more damage. But so that was this guy, and I only had 1 guy that survived. So the more guys you have that survive, the more damage you're going to do to the opponent. I don't know exactly what the calculations are here, but I know he's not dead, but I have moved up to second place. So that's nice. And he's in third place right now. He is leveled up with me though. But I'm at 65 and he's at what? 14. Even if he were to land the next tier up, he doesn't have the gold to purchase one. I'm going to hit it 3 times. I'm at level 12. Roll again. Nothing. Roll again. UGX tier 3. Ophaniel. Land and Arbiter. That was big. Okay, yeah. I'd spent a lot there, but I got UGX to tier, or to 2-star. Huge. Got another Ophan, really big, and another Arbiter. I'm happy. I should destroy Grasshopper here. I am down to 20 gold, but who cares? I'm at level 12. I'm far ahead of everybody else. Nobody has this tier of hero right now except for me. Well, oh, I can take that back. Marco does have it now. Marco has a Grasshopper. So I just have to hope that I can hit the next tier here soon. Okay, so I could pick up this, but to me it's a waste of 6 gold. I don't need it. The Goblin team is gone. It would be another target, but I would rather have that 6 gold so that way I can keep getting this accumulated gold. Alright, Cursed People, they had Grasshopper was remain, so I'm not worried about that. I'm going to get treatment, which is 25 health. So that's one of the reasons I don't worry too much about losing early. Yeah, I got super low. I was down to 10. I've been down to 1 before and still finished first. We'll see if I can finish first here, if we can pull that out. I don't know. I should be against Marco here for around 26. So we'll see how my team does. Oh, sweet. Okay. That's awesome. I just got 2-star there. There's this Grasshopper. So he worries me a little bit because he can lower the defense on my guys. He did put his 2 whole team hitters down here, though. I'm not sure exactly why Andy only has 2 buffers besides his Arbiters. I mean, there's a chance I could lose here with his Grasshopper being able to lower the defense. But I'm not too worried. Even if I did lose, I think that I would still have plenty of health left over. And I have enough multi-hitters here that I'm taking out. Yeah, I'm not losing. Perfect. I'm tempted to pick up UGX here, but again, I have a 2-star. So am I going to encounter 6 more to get him to 3-star? No. And 15 gold is a lot, right? That'll leave me with 7. I'm gonna just skip picking him up. Super, like I really wanted to click that and pick him up, but it just was no benefit for it, or little benefit for what I would put into it. All right, so here's where this really saves me. Like 116 out of 141, way cheaper for me to level up here. But I'm not going to. Again, I'm going to save. I hope I get interest. I think I'm going to roll once here. There's a Grasshopper. I could pick up Grasshopper, but I think I'm going to wait. Wasting rarities at this point doesn't bother me too much. So he still doesn't have a legendary guy. He saw higher level guys and was like, I must pick them up. And I need more buffers, must have them. I don't think it was worth it for him. Yeah, he's 3rd place right now, but as we know, 3rd place could lose points still. Don't know if you guys noticed this, the cost right here. This is how much the units on your board are worth. It's pretty interesting. He has a lot of dodge. I don't know if there's a way to tell. Oh, I can. Elf Alliance, 15% bonus to all stats. A 20% dodge plus another 10% here, so he's 30%. Oh god, he beat me. So he just got lucky with the RNG and somehow did enough damage there to kill my UGX. Bummer. So even though I talk a lot and think that I know a lot, obviously I don't know everything. Do I pick up now the UGX? If there was a Nush here, I would pick up a Nush. Jeez, it really wants me to. Alright, Aurora, welcome to the team. I don't feel like I'm going to lose now. 200% bonus to hit points. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident now. Look at that combat score, 2205. I love it. Here's your first legendary. Rarity at 840. That's for a tier 3. That's the kind of difference you see. But she does have the whole team hit, so keeping her around. What is that? That's 3,500 hit points. I like it. I would expect Marco here to, after this round is over, he's going to get another rarity on his grasshopper. And then I would expect to see him sell this dragon that's in the front here because he'll be the same rarity level. He's got this guy rared up too, but that, you know. I don't know if you guys see it, but he's wasting the chance to get his grasshopper maxed if he keeps all these guys out. All right, I'm feeling pretty good. Just beat the guy in first place. Now I'm in first place technically. I'm going to go ahead and rarefy this. It doesn't really matter here. I mean, she's going to have the best combat rating. So really putting it on these guys is a total waste for rarities. And you always want to pick your highest tier, I think. I could get another UGX. The game keeps telling me to do it, but 15 gold, I mean, that's a ton of my gold here. I do have 2 spots for characters though, but yeah. And what am I looking at here? Just Marco with 1 hit point. All right, so let's just see what we can run into. I'm pretty confident I'm going to beat Marco and win first place here. I'm going to spend all my gold and go up to level 13 and see if I get lucky. The Foimi. Is that? Yeah. Don't want to waste it on that Ophan. Ailred, no. Could pick up her, but why? Because I'm getting 200% buffs right now, and that would drop me down to 100% if I did lose. Hoping to show you guys the benefit of being this higher level, but I didn't get lucky enough to get the next tier up, but that's alright. Well, he does have weakening, so it could beat me, but looks like I won it. So I think, I don't know how you guys play it, but the common errors I see are too many people on the board. Look, only 42 plus. Come on. Marco was at least a good player there. And there were other people there that were pretty good. A 43-minute long match to only get that many points is kind of crap to me. Especially when you're looking at, you got guys way up here now. Like they can't ever lose. Like there's no way this guy ever loses, because if he does, he loses like 200 points. I know because I've done that. I had a really, really crappy game, got distracted by kids, finished 7th, I think, or 8th, and got minus 191 points. Really? But yeah, so I hope this helps you guys. Like I said, the most common mistakes I see are people not leveling up enough, not focusing on that, and also having too many characters on the board at once to rarefy. It's just in simple math. You want multi-hitters, and you want to have the highest tier heroes on the board that you can. You only need 1 of each tier, and you want to get them as strong as you can. Once they're legendary, I have not found a worth in pushing them through that to mythic. I fought against somebody that had that with a Dakot, but again, that's a tier 3. I could do the math for it and to try to figure out his stats, but a tier 3, even at mythic, is probably close to a tier 5 at legendary. And I'm usually sitting at a tier 6 at legendary by the time they're able to pull that off. So I feel like that is going to be a tier 3 mythic any day. Tier 5 mythic, I don't see the game going long enough to get a tier 8 up to legendary. So, alright guys, that's it for now. I can release more videos talking about my thoughts going through this mode, but this mode's really fun for me, especially with this long grind, and I'm not able to get um, a whole lot of shards right now. That's going to make a difference because what do I got? Yeah, 5 seaweed. That's it. I do have the necro, but that's all for me, guys. Have a good one. Peace.